Natalie Nevins just loved the movie The Sound of Music. She would like to sing one of her favorite songs from this great show.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? A flippity-gibbet, a will-o'-the-wisp, a clown.
I'm Father John Nevins, the once younger brother of Natalie Nevins. Natalie was 6 years older than me in the beginning, as anybody would know. With boys and girls in the family, as you get older, the girls tend to get younger. So actually, eventually I became the older brother in the family with Natalie and my sister Joan, who also is now deceased. She went through St. Martin's, she went to Little Flower High School. When she got into high school, especially, she started being in all the shows. Little Flower High School, she had Sister Helena Mary, Immaculate Heart sister. She's a great teacher. When she went to Chestnut Hill College, it was Sister Regina Dolores. She was a sister of St. Joseph. Later on, when she was out on the Lawrence Welk Show, she would call up Sister Regina Dolores when she needed a voice lesson. So I think it was always a tribute, and she appreciated the education she got.
Cuddle up a little closer, lovey mine. Cuddle up and be my little clinging vine.
Around 1952, I was in the seminary, and Natalie was invited. Ed Sullivan had come to Philadelphia, I think it was at Strawbridge's or somewhere, and she was singing down there, and he heard her sing. And he invited her to come to New York to sing on his show in New York, and to be Miss Toast of the Town on the Ed Sullivan Show. So I asked the dean in the seminary, I said, my sister's going to be on television, and do you think it's possible for me to see her sing television? And we were all very proper seminarians at the time, and the dean said to me, he said, oh, well, that's very nice, and you'll have to let me know when she's going to be on, because I'll try to watch it myself, but we can't let you watch television. If we let you watch, then every time a seminarian has a relative on television, we'll have to let them watch. So I can't believe I swallowed that story. I mean, really, I still can't believe I swallowed that story, but I did. I still, if anybody has a way of knowing, I'd love to see her sing how she sang that song on the Ed Sullivan Show. She was a very pious person. She was very devout. She would come to Mass each day, and when I would come into church, into the chapel in the morning for Mass, she would be seated there in the first pew, her hands just like a student in grammar school getting ready for making the sacraments. And that reminded me of the fact, and those of you who watch television and see her on television, it's interesting how often, while she is singing, at the end of her song, she'll be singing, and she always had a very natural presence in that. But very often at the end of her songs, she would sort of bring her hands together. So I'm very happy to have this chance to talk about my sister, very proud of her and of her career and of the way in which she maintained her faith throughout her career.
Your silvery beams will bring love dreams. We'll be cuddling soon.
We'll be cuddling soon.
By the silvery
by the silvery moon.